Today, we embark on a journey into one of India's most hidden and complex realities, a side of life rarely explored. India is a land of extraordinary culture, rich history, and breathtaking landscapes, from the grandeur of the Himalayas to the golden beaches of Goa. However, beyond its natural beauty and vibrant traditions lies a stark and unsettling truth. India has one of the highest rates of female participation in the sex trade. In the heart of India's remote villages, where poverty dictates destiny, an unsettling phenomenon persists. Entire communities entrapped in the web of generational prostitution. Families, often led by women, rely on this trade as their primary source of income, passing down the profession from mother to daughter, aunt to niece. These villages, hidden from the public eye, are shrouded in mystery, their stories whispered rather than told. The cultural and historical tapestry of India. India, a nation of over 1.4 billion people, is a melting pot of cultures, religions, and languages. With more than 200 officially recognized languages and 1,600 regional dialects, India's linguistic diversity reflects its deeply rooted cultural heritage. The country is home to various ethnic groups, including the Indo-Aryans, Dravidians, Mongoloids, and numerous indigenous tribes. Each community, with its distinct traditions and customs, adds to the nation's rich cultural fabric. Religions such as Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, and Jainism coexist, each shaping India's societal norms and values. Festivals like Diwali, Holi, Eid, Christmas, and Vaisakhi unite people across different faiths, fostering a unique cultural harmony. Despite this diversity, social hierarchies and deeply entrenched traditions continue to define the lives of many, especially in rural areas. The shadows of society, the red light villages. Amidst India's progress, there exists a darker reality. Villages where sex work is not a choice, but an inherited obligation. In places like Alwar in Rajasthan, entire communities are engulfed in the cycle of prostitution. Young girls, often no older than 12 or 13, are adorned in elaborate attire and makeup to attract clients, while families depend on their earnings for survival. These villages operate under an unspoken rule. Girls must continue the trade to sustain their families. The men, either unemployed or working as intermediaries, rarely intervene, while societal norms dictate that daughters must inherit their mother's fate. The clients, truck drivers, labor migrants, and businessmen fuel the demand, ensuring that the cycle remains unbroken. The harsh reality and the fight for change. Estimates suggest that over 3 million women, aged between 15 and 35, are involved in sex work across India. While some enter the trade by force, others do so out of economic desperation. Despite legal restrictions against trafficking and forced prostitution, enforcement remains weak, and corruption within the system allows this underworld to thrive. Weekly newspapers expose the grim reality of human trafficking, but the government's efforts to regulate and rehabilitate these women often fall short. Organizations and activists tirelessly work to rescue and rehabilitate victims, but breaking the cycle requires more than just intervention. It demands societal transformation. A deeper look, the psychological and emotional toll. Beyond the physical hardships, the psychological impact on these women and girls is profound. Many suffer from severe trauma, depression, and anxiety, their lives dictated by forces beyond their control. The stigma attached to their profession isolates them from mainstream society, leaving them with limited options for escape. Yet, amidst the despair, stories of resilience emerge. Women who have broken free from the cycle dedicate their lives to helping others do the same. Safe houses, rehabilitation centers, and vocational training programs offer a glimmer of hope, proving that change is possible. The path forward. India stands at a crossroads, balancing rapid modernization with centuries-old traditions. The challenge lies in dismantling the systemic barriers that perpetuate exploitation while preserving the country's rich cultural heritage. greater awareness, stronger enforcement of laws, and economic opportunities for marginalized communities are essential steps toward breaking the cycle. As we delve into these hidden corners of society, we must ask ourselves, how can we contribute to change? What can be done to empower these women and children, offering them a future beyond the confines of their inherited fate? Only by shedding light on these realities can we hope to pave the way for a better, more just world. This is India, not just a land of ancient wonders and vibrant festivals, but a nation where resilience and struggle coexist, where stories of suffering and hope intertwine. And it is our responsibility to listen, to learn, and to act. Human trafficking remains one of the most pressing and heartbreaking issues of our time. It is a cycle of poverty, desperation, and exploitation that traps countless individuals, leaving them with few options for escape. Many women find themselves caught in this vicious cycle due to a lack of economic opportunities. In numerous regions of India, including Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Haryana, entire communities struggle with extreme poverty, forcing individuals into dire circumstances. Families, burdened by debt and a lack of employment, often have no choice but to accept whatever means necessary to survive. The relentless grip of poverty. Poverty is more than just a lack of money. It is a condition that strips people of their choices. When families are unable to secure stable employment, they turn to loans. However, these loans come with exorbitant interest rates, plunging them further into debt. This financial trap often leads women and young girls into the sex trade, where they earn just enough to sustain their families and make minimal payments on their debts. Even as they acknowledge the grim reality of their situation, their financial burdens leave them with no alternative. Some of these women, after years of working in the industry, finally manage to pay off their debts. Some return to a semblance of normalcy, getting married and attempting to reintegrate into society. But for many, the stigma of their past lingers, making reintegration nearly impossible. The underground network of exploitation. While human trafficking is often perceived as an international issue, domestic trafficking is just as rampant. Many victims are lured from different regions of India, promised stable jobs in cities, only to find themselves trapped in red light districts. They become entangled in a web of coercion, manipulation, and exploitation, with little hope of escape. Despite the efforts of numerous non-governmental organizations, NGOs, working tirelessly to rescue and rehabilitate victims, the industry continues to thrive. These organizations provide medical assistance, psychological support, and vocational training to survivors, offering them a second chance at life. However, the battle is far from over. Enforcing strict anti-trafficking laws remains a significant challenge, with many cases going unreported due to fear of retaliation and deep-rooted societal stigma. A glimmer of hope amidst the darkness. One such survivor, Priya, found herself trapped in this cycle at the age of 16. Sold under the false promise of a job in a garment factory, she ended up in the red light district of Mumbai. For years, she endured unimaginable suffering, unable to escape the clutches of her captors. It wasn't until a daring raid by an NGO, working in collaboration with local authorities, that she was finally freed. Today, Priya is an advocate for women's rights, working closely with organizations to educate young girls about the dangers of trafficking. She dreams of a future where no woman has to endure what she went through, a future where opportunities exist beyond the confines of exploitation. The path forward. India's complex socioeconomic structure has allowed human trafficking to persist despite ongoing efforts to eradicate it. Addressing this issue requires a multifaceted approach, involving government intervention, community support, and international cooperation. Policies must be strengthened, ensuring that traffickers face severe consequences for their actions. More importantly, systemic changes must be implemented to provide viable economic opportunities for women and marginalized communities. Without these measures, the cycle will continue, claiming more victims with each passing day. The conversation must continue. The reality of human trafficking is grim, but silence is not an option. Raising awareness, supporting NGOs, and advocating for policy changes are all crucial steps toward change. If you have thoughts on this issue, share them in the comments below. Let's continue the conversation and work together to create a world where every individual has the freedom to choose their own destiny. The moment you set foot in India, you are immediately engulfed by a sea of people, vibrant colors, enchanting aromas, and a symphony of sounds. From bustling cities to breathtaking natural landscapes, from ancient cultural traditions to modern-day marvels, India is a land of endless discovery. A country of vast and diverse geography. India's diverse geography is nothing short of mesmerizing. From the cold, towering peaks of the Himalayas to the sun-kissed shores of the southern coastline, the country offers an unparalleled variety of landscapes. The lush green valleys, serene rivers, and stunning mountain ranges make it a paradise for nature lovers and explorers alike. The northern region boasts the majestic Himalayas, home to Mount Everest and other towering peaks that attract adventurers from around the world. Trekkers and climbers seek out its challenging routes, eager to witness nature in its most raw and pristine form. The Kashmir Valley, with its expansive barley fields and crystal-clear lakes, exudes a peaceful charm that captivates visitors, making it a dreamlike escape into nature. Further south, the scene shifts dramatically to golden beaches and tranquil backwaters. Goa, with its sun-drenched sands and lively coastal culture, is the perfect retreat for relaxation and adventure. Here, travelers bask in the sun, enjoy fresh seafood, and indulge in the vibrant nightlife. In the southeastern regions, valleys like Araku and vast barley fields create a peaceful ambience, drawing visitors into the heart of India's rural beauty. The timeless allure of historical landmarks. India's historical and architectural wonders are an essential part of its allure. Among them, the Taj Mahal stands as a testament to love and artistry. This stunning white marble mausoleum, built by Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal, continues to enchant visitors with its breathtaking symmetry and intricate craftsmanship. Beyond its romantic history, the Taj Mahal symbolizes the grandeur of Mughal architecture and remains one of the world's most admired monuments. Throughout the country, ancient forts, temples, and palaces tell the stories of India's rich past. The palaces of Rajasthan, the caves of Ajanta and Ellora, and the majestic temples of Varanasi all offer a glimpse into the nation's spiritual and cultural heritage. Each structure, with its detailed carvings and historical significance, deepens a connection between India's present and its illustrious past. A culinary journey through India. India's culinary landscape is as diverse as its geography, reflecting centuries of tradition and regional influences. With a population exceeding 1.3 billion people, the country offers one of the most varied and flavorful cuisines in the world. The use of spices defines Indian cooking, creating dishes that range from fiery and bold to subtly aromatic. Each region boasts its own culinary identity. The north is renowned for its rich, creamy dishes like butter chicken and biryani, infused with an exquisite blend of spices. Punjab's tandoori delicacies and flavorful curries captivate food lovers with their depth of taste. In the south, dishes such as dosa, idli, and sambar showcase a different yet equally delicious flavor profile, relying on fermented rice batters and a variety of lentils. Beyond its taste, Indian food is deeply tied to culture, religion, and social life. Festivals and religious ceremonies often feature elaborate vegetarian feasts offered to deities, highlighting the sacred aspect of food in Indian tradition. The communal aspect of meals, where food is shared among family and friends, strengthens bonds and fosters a sense of togetherness. The soul of India, a fusion of tradition and modernity. India is a land where tradition and modernity coexist harmoniously. While its history is deeply rooted in ancient customs, the country continues to evolve, embracing technological advancements and global influences. Cities like Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangalore showcase India's rapid development, with skyscrapers and tech hubs standing alongside centuries-old temples and bustling markets. Despite the fast-paced modernization, India remains deeply connected to its cultural roots. Traditional festivals such as Diwali, Holi, and Eid are celebrated with great fervor, uniting people across different backgrounds in joyous festivities. The sounds of devotional chants blend with the beats of Bollywood music, creating a unique rhythm that defines the Indian experience. A land that leaves a lasting impression. Visiting India is more than just a journey. It is an experience that leaves an indelible mark on the soul. The country's vibrant energy, deep history, and warm hospitality make it a place unlike any other. Every traveler who steps onto Indian soil is bound to leave with unforgettable memories, inspired by the richness of its culture, the beauty of its landscapes, and the resilience of its people. What are your thoughts on this incredible land? Share your experiences in the comments below and join the conversation about one of the most captivating destinations in the world. The culinary identity and traditional wisdom of Indian cuisine. Indian cuisine reflects the nation's rich cultural identity and embodies the fusion of scientific, technological, and traditional medicinal advancements. Vegetables like cucumbers, tomatoes, carrots, and radishes are widely used in cooking, offering not only flavor, but also vital health benefits. The balance of spices and fresh ingredients in Indian cooking serves both culinary and medicinal purposes, creating an intricate harmony between taste and well-being. The complexity of life in India. Life in India is a dynamic blend of bustling activity, deep-rooted traditions, and modern aspirations. For newcomers, the intensity of daily life, marked by diversity, chaos, and the unexpected, can feel overwhelming. Yet, for many expatriates, India's charm and depth become an irreplaceable experience. The country is home to a growing number of foreigners who are drawn not only to its cultural vibrancy, but also to the relatively affordable cost of living. Cost of living in India, a practical perspective. One of the most attractive aspects of living in India is its cost-effectiveness. Compared to many developed nations, India offers significantly lower living expenses. The cost of housing varies widely based on location and amenities. Major cities like Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangalore tend to have higher rental prices, particularly in urban centers. A one-room apartment in the city center typically costs between 20,000 to 35,000 Indian rupees, $260 to $460, while similar accommodations in suburban areas may range from 10,000 to 20,000 Indian rupees, $130 to $260. Rural areas and smaller towns often offer even more affordable living options. Food, affordable and diverse. India is renowned for its diverse and inexpensive food options. From vibrant street food stalls to fresh local produce markets, access to nutritious and flavorful meals is abundant. Grocery essentials such as rice, meat, and vegetables cost around 2,000 to 4,000 Indian rupees, $25 to $50 per month. Dining out is also affordable, with meals at mid-range restaurants ranging from 200 to 500 Indian rupees, $2.50 to $6.50. Whether one seeks a budget-friendly meal or a luxurious dining experience, India caters to all preferences and financial situations. Transportation and public services. Public transportation in India is highly economical and varies by city. Affordable options such as buses, auto rickshaws, and taxis make commuting convenient. Fuel costs for private vehicles range from 90 to 100 Indian rupees, $1.20 to $1.30 per liter, while city bus fares start at just 10 to 30 Indian rupees, 10 cents to 40 cents. Entertainment and essential services also come at reasonable prices. A movie ticket costs between 150 to 400 Indian rupees, $2 to $5, while monthly utility bills, including electricity, water, and internet, amount to approximately 2,000 to 5,000 Indian rupees, $25 to $65, making India an appealing destination for budget-conscious individuals. Employment opportunities for foreigners. Finding employment in India as a foreigner largely depends on skills, qualifications, and visa regulations. To work legally, a valid work visa and permit are required. Employers often assist with the visa application process, which typically begins online but must be finalized with an in-person visit to the nearest Indian embassy. Work visas are generally issued for 1 to 5 years, depending on job roles and company requirements. A key eligibility criterion for obtaining a work visa is an annual salary of at least $25,000, applicable mainly to senior professionals employed by registered Indian companies. The hidden challenges and emotional journeys. While India offers numerous advantages, adapting to its fast-paced and layered lifestyle can be emotionally demanding. The country's sheer scale of contrasts, from its rich heritage and spiritual sanctuaries to the challenges of urban congestion, often evokes a roller coaster of emotions. Many expatriates find themselves caught between admiration for India's cultural depth and the occasional frustration of navigating its bureaucratic or infrastructural complexities. Beyond the statistics and practical considerations, India is an experience that goes far beyond the tangible. The scent of freshly ground spices in a bustling market, the rhythmic chants from an ancient temple, the warmth of a shared meal with strangers turned friends. These intangible moments define life in India. Whether one comes for work, adventure, or self-discovery, India leaves an imprint on the soul, weaving newcomers into its intricate and ever-evolving tapestry. Things to consider when living in India. India, a vast nation with a rich and diverse culture, offers incredible opportunities, but also presents several challenges for those considering it as a place to live. As one of the world's largest economies, India continues to develop rapidly. However, issues such as healthcare, visa processes, and cost of living remain important factors to consider. If you're thinking about moving to India, here are some key things you need to know. 1. Healthcare system in India. Challenges and solutions. One of the most crucial aspects of living in any country is access to healthcare. Despite being the world's 5th largest economy, India allocates only about 1.28% of its GDP to healthcare. Government-funded healthcare programs exist, but with just 0.55 hospital beds per 1,000 people, accessing quality medical care is not always easy. Approximately 1/3 of India's population lacks health insurance, while over 160 million people opt for private insurance to ensure better medical services. As a foreigner, your best option is to purchase international health insurance, which allows you to access premium healthcare services without unexpected costs. Some private hospitals in India provide world-class medical treatment, but the expenses can be high if you are uninsured. Moreover, infectious diseases such as malaria, dengue fever, and gastrointestinal infections are still concerns, especially in rural areas. Vaccination and maintaining personal hygiene are essential for staying healthy while living in India. 2. Indian visa process, application steps, and key considerations. Obtaining a visa for India is not overly complicated, but it does require careful preparation. The complexity depends on the type of visa you are applying for, so being well prepared can help streamline the process. Tourist visa, ideal for those visiting family or exploring India. Validity can range from a few months to several years, depending on regulations. Business visa, designed for individuals attending meetings, exploring market opportunities, or participating in business events. This visa is typically valid for 6 months to 5 years. Work visa, required for foreigners employed in India, generally issued for 1 year, with a possibility of renewal if employment continues. Student visa, for those enrolled in Indian universities. The validity corresponds to the duration of the academic program and can be extended. While the visa application process is relatively straightforward, ensuring all required documents are properly submitted can help avoid delays or rejections. 3. Daily life in India. What you need to know. Living in India offers a unique experience, from the fast-paced urban environments to the tranquility of rural landscapes. One of its biggest advantages is the low cost of living compared to many developed countries. Housing costs. Rental prices vary significantly depending on location. In major cities like Mumbai, Delhi, and Bangalore, monthly rent ranges from 10,000 Indian rupees, 35,130 to $460, depending on size and amenities. Food costs. India is famous for its diverse and affordable cuisine. A meal at a restaurant can cost between 200 Indian rupees, $500, $2.50 to $6.50, while monthly grocery expenses average 2,000 Indian rupees, $4,000, $25 to $50. Transportation costs. Public transport is inexpensive, with bus fares ranging from 10 Indian rupees, 10 cents to 40 cents. Gasoline prices are approximately 90 Indian rupees, 100 per liter, $1.20 to $1.30 per liter, making private vehicle ownership relatively affordable. Entertainment and leisure activities are also reasonably priced. For instance, movie tickets start at 150 Indian rupees, $400, $2 to $5, while monthly utility costs, electricity, water, and internet, range from 2,000 Indian rupees, $5,000, $25 to $65. 4. Challenges of living in India. What you should prepare for. While India offers many advantages in terms of affordability and opportunities, it also comes with some challenges. Traffic congestion. Major cities like Mumbai and Delhi often experience severe traffic jams. Air pollution. Some regions, particularly Delhi, have poor air quality, which can affect respiratory health. Infrastructure inconsistencies. Rural areas may still face issues with access to clean water, electricity, and healthcare services. However, with proper preparation and a willingness to adapt, India remains an exciting destination filled with learning, work, and adventure opportunities. Living in India is a blend of tradition and modernity, with both opportunities and challenges. By preparing well and making informed choices regarding healthcare, housing, and transportation, you can enjoy a fulfilling and enriching life in this vibrant country. If you found this information helpful and love exploring global travel and lifestyle content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more exciting videos. Globe Showing Europe Africa Airplane.